got some plans for tonight, and then I'll stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you were thinking. And if a girl looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be winking. I get confused, I never know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Spooky. If you decide someday to start this little game that you're playing, I'm gonna tell you all the things my heart's been a dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been a haunting my dreams, but now I know you're not what you seem. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Spooky. Oh, spooky. Spooky. Oh, spooky. Ooh, spooky.
Doing a Holocaust? Better call Tony. Antony Blinken, Attorney General for Israel, BB's #1 operative, world's worst musician. Holy hell, just look at those maniacal, soulless eyes. Say habla Hebrew English.
Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. 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 BOOMER, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Damn, Shanda.
I missed it, damn it. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, well, it happens. It truly does.
Very happy Smurfa Halloween to you.
Oh yeah, so you're looking good. You know what? I have to mea culpa to everybody. You know, usually I get going with the makeup and the creative mask, but you know, I ended up Thursday. I got this big giant bump on my gum. I mean, it's like half the size of a golf ball, and it's an infected jaw. It's like eating away at the bone in my jaw. Yeah. So I got some antibiotics on it, and I just can't really do much with my face except run my
you
pie
don't want
hole.
to put pressure on that.
But I don't
for
want to do
sure. But
anything. So yeah.
we normally go all out dressing up for Halloween, and I feel like I'm a little not so into it this year. But,
I know that's pretty
is
into
what
it, Shanda. I
Am I pretty into
you make
it?
a great Smurf. Great Smurf. Yeah.
Taffy time to be alive, right?
Yeah. Kate says that was an excellent Tony Blinken commercial. Thank you,
was.
Kate.
It
You
was
are
funny.
so kind, Kate. You know, at some point in time, Shanda and I were throwing this ball around a few months back about doing audio podcasts just for fun, you know?
Yeah.
And we may be in a position to do that at one point coming up. So we will add that to
We could do it
Shanda's.
so easy.
Yeah, it would be fun, and it would give me a good opportunity to work on my radio voice. So yeah,
Excellent radio voice.
that would be fun. Oh, thank you. I always thought my voice sounded like moldy pudding.
Well, I think everybody feels that way about their own voice, right? The first time you
Yeah.
ever heard your voice on tape, you're like, that is not me.
That's not me. No way. Anyway, I'm going to shout out the chats here. Popeye.
My mic
Popeye.
is low. Okay,
Popeye.
Oz can turn me up a little bit, and I can turn up a little bit. You want to turn me up a little, Oz?
There you go. Yeah, you're cracking. See if that's better.
I'm cracking mic now. How about that?
You're cracking, Mike. We've got Popeye the Sailor in the house. Come, Schwarry,
Cracking
Kate.
balls.
What's up, Pat, the Batman
Kate.
fan? Pat, you have a new release you did last week or the week before, and we are going to bring that next week. So that's good. We look forward to that. Pat, the Batman fan, will be performing next Saturday night on Beauty and the Boomer, because what we're going to do, Shanda and I talked about this all week and during the show. We're going to try and do 2 shows back to back, and then we're going to take a week off and let Shanda rest a little bit, and I'm going to go try and learn something. And then we'll be back and then have a week off just to take it easy while you're going through your treatments.
I'm getting ready to start a hard part of it because I was just doing rounds of chemo till this point, and now I'm starting radiation and chemo at the same time. So I'm gonna have fatigue on top of fatigue. So I am very tired. I had to sleep half today away just to be able to do the show tonight, but I am stoked that I'm here and I'm feeling pretty good. Side effects have been pretty minimal other than just serious fatigue, and my immune system has been shot to hell. The chemo is just blasting my immune system into next week. But I think it's slowing the tumors down just by the fact that my sodium levels are higher. My sodium levels are the highest they've been since I left the hospital. So I think it might be working, guys. I hope it is. Fingers crossed. I'm being as positive as can be. And I really don't feel that bad, Oz. I just am tired.
Well, you look good.
I'm going to do a show Monday, though. Remember, I wasn't going to do a Trailer Park Pundit because I was going to go see a dermatologist over at Swedish Hospital. Well, I decided, fuck that. I don't want to drive I-5 traffic on a Monday morning.
No, I get it.
I canceled that appointment. I was just like, nah, I ain't doing it. If I have cancer on my face, chemo's going to get it anyways. So we're going to do a show Monday morning, and there's so much to freaking talk about with the greatest election of our lifetime just 10 days away.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We're going to talk about it.
I'm going to finish shouting out the chat. Vic is in the house. Vic, did you give Vic a wrench? Vic.
It wouldn't let me.
Let me see if I can give Vic a wrench. What the heck? What is going
It just
on?
says add user, even though I know I'm signed in as B&B, so I don't know.
Let me see. I got it. Okay, there
Get
you
it?
go. Yeah, I
Remember
think
when
I got
we gave these mugs out a couple of years ago for Halloween? I still have
Yeah.
mine. I do
Yeah.
love
Oh,
it.
that's so nice.
Oz's head blowing up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's could be classic
Got my
material here.
Joey's
one of these.
green tea in here.
Oh yeah, how's that green tea working out?
I love it. It gives me energy.
That crap's 25 years old. You know that, right?
I don't care. It works good.
That's the Chinese tea. The older they say, the better. So she's had that around for a while.
I
so.
know they say that about men too. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I look in a mirror every day and I wonder about that. Jody Havel, good to see you, Jody. Looking good, Oz. Why, thank you, Jody. That's very kind of you. I saw your Jeffrey Sachs interview, Jody, and I had my thumb on that to put in Shanda's show on Monday. So,
you do. I love me a good Jeffrey Sachs. I haven't had a chance to watch the one you sent me.
Yeah, he's smart guy, really smart guy, knows his shit, foreign policy expert. And of course, they don't listen to him, which is not a surprise. They don't listen to anybody because they're psycho. We've got Chris Alger is it Alger? Did I say that right? Alger.
That's my buddy Chris from Facebook.
Hey, buddy Chris from Facebook. Midnight Karma, good to see you. Hello, lovelies. Anthony, what's going on, Anthony? Natalie Williams, Peace Dove, good to see you, Peace Dove. Stephen A. Wrench, Pumpkin, Heart, Pumpkin. And let me see who else we got in here. Sinead, thank you for putting it in brackets. I am really horrible at pronouncing names, but sometimes I get it right. And let's see, Metal Martin's in the house, and I think Vic's got her wrench. That is so great. So who else do we got on the other ones there?
Let's see who we got. Kay hanging out over on Rokfin, along with Anna Maris. So you know what Anna Maris sent me? Check this out. It's Thing from Wednesday.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
cool?
I love that.
Bendable. I torment my cats with it. I absolutely love it. It's so funny. It stays on my bed. Fred Edwards hanging out over there. Fred Edwards always sharing our stream out. Thank you so much, Fred. And Dirk Diggler was first in the room over there. Ghost Star's hanging out on Rumble. Hey, Ghost Star. And let's see, do we got anybody hanging out on the Kicks yet? Kick looks good, and Kick is up and running. So, boy, I look pasty over on Kick, though.
No, you look good.
It's so crazy with the blue paint. It just like the light hits it, and it just like looks, I don't know, it looks crazy to me. Anyways, it's going to be a Smurf-tafic show. We have got a great lineup. You've done some extra work on some little treats for us, some Halloween treats. And
some
of
treats.
course, we have to talk about all the celebrity endorsements that have been going down all week. It's like a hostage list of the people.
Oh yeah, Hollywood. We're gonna double down on Hollywood. Go fuck yourself.
We're going
all the way
hard
up there.
on Hollywood tonight. Heartland's Media's in the house. Kit,
Ah,
put your
Kit,
pants
what's
on.
going on, Kit? Dance off, pants off, man. Kit is in the house.
You know what? The trailer park is loading up too. Cobra Commander's hanging out over there with the MPM and Anthony. Anthony's over there along with Earl of Lur. Hi, Earl. Welcome. You guys are always invited to hang out over at the main chat at the Beauty and the Boomer, or you can just stay at the trailer park.
Yeah, anywhere you want to go. You know, we're not about the numbers. We're about the quality of people that we have, and you guys
That's
are
right.
marvelous. You are the best.
That's right.
You are the best. What do we got? We got Earl of Lurl. And let's see. What do I have here? I've got this is our Halloween show, and first of all I want to apologize. Usually we have a green room.
I apologize.
Normally
we do have the green room open.
But Chanda nor I were just up to it. We just couldn't do it this year. I had the infection in my face, and Shanda's dealing with her shit, so we just couldn't get it done. So sorry.
It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. 5 years we've been doing this, and we've thrown some big parties and we've thrown some quiet parties. So this is one of our quiet years. Maybe next year will be a massive blowout because I'll be in remission and we'll have something to party and celebrate.
That's right. That is definitely right. But it is it doesn't feel like Halloween to me. Does it feel like Halloween to you?
No. I think in all the years we've done this, we've only actually done it one time when it was Halloween night. You know what I'm saying?
Eve, yeah. I remember that.
I think it was the second year. So it's kind of weird when it's not Halloween night. I'm planning on dressing up again on Halloween and taking the grandkids trick-or-treating. So that will be fun. And just I am the evil Smurfette. I am not
You're evil?
regular happy. Yeah, I'm evil Smurfette because Smurfette was created to capture the Smurfs by Gargamel. And then they loved her so much that she became a Smurf.
Oh.
So I am her becoming Smurfette. I'm evil Smurfette.
What did you say? You're pre-herpes.
Pre-Smurfette. No,
Pre-Smurf. Oh, pre-her becoming. I got it. I just didn't connect right in there. I was going to say, holy shit. God. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we did buy you an ear cleaning kit.
Yeah, you just use a drill with a 3/4 inch bit. We've got, it is that season of the year and witches. And I got busy making a dually there. There is Linda and Chanda. I think you two look fantastic on that.
No, that was before they burned us at the stake, but you know.
Yeah, a little spicy. And while we're talking about the season, the time of the year, we want to talk about the India Media Awards from class of 2023. Well, guess what, guys? They are going to have the Indie Media Awards tomorrow night. I'm
going to be tuning in. It's like the Grammys for us. Like,
yeah, it is.
Who's
it's
gonna
like
get picked? I can't wait. I'm on
7 p.m. Pacific. So that's going to be fantastic. And I've got a little bumper for them. Before I run this bumper, I just want to say, We so appreciate all the work INN, Indy, and Reef, and Colin do over there because they're doing their best. They're working their asses off, helping everybody in the community.
Yeah.
And to get this award is really special to us because it's coming from our peers in our lane.
Yeah. Right.
That makes it special. If MSNBC gave us an award, I'd use it for
I use it as toilet paper.
Yeah,
But to be
I-
on this list right here,
Yeah,
alongside
this is-
these amazing hard workers, these truth tellers, hell yeah, I'm so proud of this award.
Yes, abso-frickin-lutely. So the new inductees into the Indie Media Awards, which we definitely appreciate, and we hope you guys go watch it tomorrow night, are fantastic. But without
Get the
further ado,
popcorn.
here's the bumper.
I wonder if Beyonce will be playing it.
Yeah, for 2 minutes. That's $300 million an hour. Here we go. Let me trigger it. See if I can get it to go. Go, 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 go.
Kind of quiet.
And yes, that is 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific.
Nice.
It's going to be great, and I don't know who
Should
the
be awake.
inductees are this year, but I hope that they have, with the quality of people that they're picking for the INN awards. I know that when they get this award, they are going to proudly shout out INN for the courtesy and respect of that
better.
award, because
Jennifer
that's what you do. And I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but honest to God, to get that award from your peers should mean a hell of a lot, because we're pretty picky with each other.
We really are, right? We cancel each other very quickly.
Nah, yeah, and independent means independent, not being paid by corporations. So
Or Russia, Tim
or,
Fool.
or Russia, or APAC, or any of those.
I'm going to
places.
cover that on my show on Monday. Did you see Tim Pool all bawling and crying about quitting his show?
Oh yeah.
Funny how he quit his show as soon as the Russia money dried up. for
Well,
him.
he's not going to quit his show. He's having a baby. He's having a baby. He's
Well,
30.
maybe cut some of
30
your staff, jackass. You don't need
Yeah.
a staff of 30 fucking people to do an independent show, like, whatever.
Well,
we made fun of Tim Fool for years, so.
Well, this is the thing too. Jimmy had him on, and they talked.
Oh, he
and
did?
stuff.
I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's 38, first time daddy, and he wants to spend more time with his child. So I commend him for that. But
He's 38 and looks like he's 12. I bet he's bald under that hat that he never
yeah,
takes
well,
off.
he's got his own big corporation, I guess. So that's
I
good.
guess.
I'm not going to
I
rip
guess.
on him. Yeah, he can do what he needs. but
We've
any-
ripped on him for years. What are you talking about?
I never rip on anybody. You know me. Oh, okay.
Bullshit. I always have to hold the reins back on you.
Oh my God, these
Over
people.
the years, like Oz, we don't need to go there. It's just Oz Trump.
Yeah, we don't want to get another community strike. We got in trouble last week,
I
right?
know. I got us in trouble on Monday. I'm sorry.
How'd we get in trouble? What was that?
I said that Kamala had a 5 martini lunch and I was spreading misinformation.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's all. Satire. It's all satire.
Satire. I know.
Humor. Bad sometimes, great some other times.
Don't
We
talk
have-
shit about her during the election.
Is this the first Halloween thing that we made? Linda make this, or did you make this? Linda made
I
this.
made
didn't
this.
You made this. Yeah, you made,
I made
that.
this.
You made that. Looks good. I like the kitty cat.
Good. That's our family photo album, and I brought all the years we've been doing this.
Well, let's get going and get all
Let's
the
get
years that
going.
we're doing in here. I'm trying to get
We started in 2020.
2020. 2020. What year is it now? I keep forgetting.
I know, right?
Yeah, there's 2020.
There's
Oh my
2020.
God.
I loved Amber. She was so cute. She was
Yeah,
a,
she
a
was.
fairy or a forest nymph, right? There's Johnny.
Johnny Tsunami.
Chris Foster.
Chris Foster, looking good, Chris. He could go by the Midnight Man. I mean, Chris, he's over in the UK, and it's like hell o'clock in the morning there. So,
Look at my hair.
yeah, you look
Look at
so
my
good there,
hair.
Shanda. And you make a nice little bunny there. I just want to
I
give you a
was a
little
rabbit.
carrot, and I don't know what the hell I am.
We had a lot of guests that show, if I
yeah,
remember right.
We did. It was like I had a headache. I was trying to
I
get
know,
every-
poor eyes. Your brain was
Yeah,
broke during that.
Yeah, that was the first time I did that. I got better as years went by. And there,
There's
out,
Snorky, Chris, poor gal.
tinfoil hat. There's Chris. Hi, Chris. I talked to Chris this week. She's doing well. She's
Oh,
doing
good. I'm
well.
glad to hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's
Our friend
old
Marcus.
Marcus. What's up from Germany? Germany.
No joke.
Yeah, and then there's Pasta Wasta. Pasta
Yeah,
with
Mr.
his what is that, a Scooby-Doo hat, or is that a Russian cosmonaut hat or something?
They were
like that?
Russians, remember?
No,
the next
that's
one
right.
is Fee and Pasta from that year.
Oh yeah, that's right. And there's Bone Amos.
Bone Amos, yeah.
Bone Amos, yeah. Amos. And there's
I'm not even going to say anything about that. I
yeah,
can imagine what our conversation would be like nowadays.
Now and there of course is Joy. And
Boy, she was a unicorn.
she was a unicorn.
There we
yeah.
go. There's the
There we go.
cosmonaut.
Comrades, Pasta and Fee. And there we go. Fee's been working a lot this week.
I
Wow.
know she has been. I got some great Fee says for Monday.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. And here's one. We've got a couple of real hot babes in here, right?
This was 2021.
Yeah.
Like there's Jilly. Jilly.
Hi, Jilly.
You were a Blues Brother that year? Or was that just a reface?
That was a
I don't
reface.
remember.
Yeah, reface. I didn't get a lot
I love
of...
Amber and Franklin's. That was cute.
Yeah, that was cute. That's really cute. Love it.
I was a
love it.
fortune teller that year.
Yes, you were. And
Was.
yeah.
I even came with different colored hair. I came with some black hair.
I like Kate's tinfoil. It looks
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's it.
Gotta
And
have
there's
the Faraday cage going.
there's Chris with the cowgirl hat. I told her if we did a
Horse
green
cow.
room, I'd send her a link, horse cow. But
Horse
we
cow.
didn't do the green room. Now this one is 2021 also, right? So you got this
No,
one.
that's right. You were the Borg that year.
Oh, I really worked on that mask too.
You
Let me tell you.
did, too. Oh my God,
Yeah.
you were so uncomfortable that whole show.
Yeah, but that laser shot out of the Borg eye, which was kind of cool.
I know you
So,
did a great job. That was an
Yeah.
awesome one. And I
Yeah.
had my little fortune telling ball, my crystal ball. I could see the future, and I told you all it wasn't gonna fucking change, and it hasn't.
Yeah. And
Sadly.
there's Pasta doing the time warper. No, he's doing a sweet transvestite there. That was the song there.
Yeah, he was a sweet transvestite.
Those are refaces. He did not dress up like that, everybody. I must declare that those are refaces. Just remember, refaces only. And there's Chad, the CAD, down there doing his Spider-Man thing. So
Yeah,
poor
for
Chad.
sure.
Let me see. Where are we at?
We are at 2022. Oh, that was the year I came as Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, and this is... Guess who's up there? God, Kate, you look so cool there. That is so
God.
awesome. God, I
The
love
zombie
that.
bride.
She did great. Then, of course, Amber once again. And there's me with my Hellhound hat on down there.
That's
that was
right.
Yeah.
Fairy showed up as Pelosi, and that
Yeah.
was a fucking riot.
Yeah, I think she was drunk and she did fall
I
off
think
the thing.
so, probably.
Yeah, because we lost her at a certain point quickly.
Yeah,
so.
we lost her at a certain point. I think she passed out somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. That was fun. Good times.
Well, Amber did that the first year out. Remember when Amber slid
Oh,
under
yeah.
the desk?
Yeah, she actually slid under the table. We were doing a show and she was throwing back martinis or something.
Oh, God, that was too
And
funny.
It was hilarious. And now we're up to 2023.
2023.
And I don't know what I am there. It's just a lot of makeup.
You were
thrown
the
on my-
Joker. You were the Joker, and I was Harlequin.
Oh, well, I didn't laugh very. I should have been smiling when we took that screenshot. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you weren't.
And then,
Yep.
Kate, you killed it there. You were Chanda.
She came as me last
She
year.
came
I
as
know, she did
Chanda.
a great job.
With the eyelids and the cobwebs under the eyes. I like that. That looks so
I
good.
loved
Good
it.
job,
It was so
Kate.
cute.
It was fun.
It was cute.
It was fun. We have
It
fun.
was fun.
So next year, guys, barring no problems, we're going to try and do the green room for sure. We might do something around New Year's for a green room party. So
Maybe. Yeah.
we
always
just-
throw a big New Year's party too. So, and you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Smurfette was made by Gargamel with a heart of stone. So I have a heart of stone today.
And I think it's time for some classic Halloween stuff. What do you
Classic
think?
Halloween.
And
I think
here's
so.
is this the first reface I did for Halloween?
I think so. Absolutely. I think this is a holdover from 3 years ago, but it's so great I had to bring it again.
It didn't get credited in tonight's rundown, but that's Brittany P. Smith right here. So Chanda is refaced on Brittany, and I am refaced on Lurch.
That's right.
Lightning is always such a buzz, sleeping just like a vampire, just creeping around your house because I spread some gasoline. My food might play with me instead. My family loves to wake the dead. None of my dolls deserve a head. Let's test the guillotine. So you're a nice kid, not a single vice kid. Boring as wet rice kid. I won't tell you twice, kid. I'm that dark type, chaos, gloom, and snark type. Circle like a shark type. Gonna leave a mark type. Am I the bad guy? Huh. I would say my interests are just different from yours. I'm not a bad guy. I like it when I'm in control. Bury some strangers in a hole. Let's hide those stop signs that we stole. Close your eyes open wide. My mommy always finds her light. Pugsley is good with dynamite. Thing is a handful in a fight. Want some more cyanide? So you're a sweet kid, just can't take the heat, kid. Bop into the beat, kid. Truth is you're dead meat, kid. I am spooky, creepy, and so kooky. Altogether ooky. No, it's not a fluke. See, am I the bad guy? Huh.
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 The true evils of the world are colonialist hegemony and pink glitter, so
Depends on what you mean by bad. Bad. It's been Adams's all along. I like a haunted book. I see you're pretty shook by how far I'll go. Everyone's scared of me? I mean, I don't see what they see, but maybe it's 'cause I'm holding this crossbow. I'm the bad guy. Fine.
Fine.
I'll be the bad guy. Bad guy, bad guy.
Bad guy. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
That was really fun.
Gotta say that's
Being approved. Approves. Yay.
Hey, and you know what? That was not AI. That was a straight reface over Brittany P.
was-
Smith's video. So, but with the AI, and some people can take it or leave it, we're going to have more cool stuff coming. I hope that you enjoy, entertainment-wise. So we're on it. Linda and Aram and I every Tuesday and Wednesday are working on new things for the show.
No, you guys are doing a great job.
We're trying. We're trying. Now you brought this. Is this Keanu?
Well, I thought I'd bring really scary shit for tonight's show because it is our Halloween special. So check it out. There's nothing scarier than this.
This is damn scary. I hope this. I'm gonna have bad dreams because of you tonight.
for me too.
Oh no.
You think
Oh,
you just
no.
fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context.
It isn't here on television. Mike, look at her. No.
Look at her. Oh, man,
that's
that's scary.
That
is
is
scary.
horribly
Nothing scary,
scary.
man. Oh, okay.
I-
There is something scarier. This
is
motherfucker.
pretty damn
He's scary.
scary. This is scary.
Yeah. Night of the Living Shitty Pants.
What's your name? Oh, is that right? All right. Well, thanks for being here.
I think I got that.
Oh.
I think I've got that somewhere else down the deck. It's a little different though. So
Oh, yeah. I love that channel. They're doing it to all of them. It's pretty fun.
yeah, they're making them fart and throw up and vomit and
Yeah.
poop and all that stuff. It's just
For sure.
so crass, so crass. What's this?
I don't know. I just brought a bunch. The campaign trail has heated up the last couple of weeks. They're in there trying to get their last blows in before the actual
Oh
election
God,
day.
I know.
And
It's painful.
every
It's
day
painful.
there's 20 billion sound bites. So here is one.
Okay, here's another sound bite.
Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, a
my
retired
God.
four-star general, confirmed that while Donald Trump was president, he said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had.
Oh,
Donald
come
Trump
on.
said that because he does not want a military.
So this
that
has
is
been their
loyal
new
to the
messaging
United
this
States.
week.
I know.
Trump's
Yeah, he's
Hitler.
Hitler. He's
He wants
Hitler.
a military
And all of
that
his
is loyal
followers
to
are
him.
Nazis. Even though these guys
He wants a
support real
military
fucking Nazis.
who will be loyal
We
to
don't even
him
have to listen to this. 3
personally.
minutes of this crap, I ain't
One
listening
that will
to it.
obey his
I wouldn't
orders.
listen to it either. Let's take it out of context and do it.
Let's
throw
do
it.
it. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
I'll
Take it out of
context.
Take it
But
out of
how is
context.
it really out of context? That's the only freaking argument they have is that Trump is Hitler and that he says that he's going to be a dictator on day one. Well, Trump did Joe Rogan last night, 3 hours with Joe Rogan. And I agreed with him what he had to say about the military. He says these fucking idiots like Milley and freaking Kirby and shit. They go in, they tell these military, generals what to do. And they're like, no, but they have to listen because that's the way the chain of command is, right, with our military. So even though the guys that actually are on the ground with the fucking troops that are, running the troops know better, they have to listen to the dumb fuckers at the Pentagon. And that's how so what Trump was saying was totally taken out of context by the Democrats.
And you know what? We can say they're dumb and everything else, but we don't have to because we have very scholarly people like Jeffrey Sachs saying how insane they are, how the people running the U.S. government
Douglas.
are crazy.
Yeah, so many.
They're crazy. They're insane. And, if that doesn't make
just
you sleep
take
better at night.
Example of how we left Afghanistan. Does it make any fucking sense that we left billions of dollars worth of fucking equipment behind?
I know.
Tanks and Blackhawks. And no, we pulled our troops first and left everything behind. Wouldn't it have been more cost effective to fly that shit out of there just a couple of days leading up to and then pull our fucking troops? I mean, even a fucking kid would know that. And that was what Trump pointed out. You guys know I'm no Trump lover, but I have to agree with him
No, we're
on
not
that one.
endorsing. We're not endorsing anybody, are we? Are we endorsing anybody? Why would we endorse anybody?
I voted Jill Stein this week.
Oh, okay.
And I know she doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. And, maybe I helped elect Trump. Well, whatever. I helped elect him in 2016 too, apparently. So
Yeah, I voted for Kyle Kalinske.
Kyle Kalinske. Did you write him in? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the write-in choice.
He's a write-in choice. What's this? Is this another soundclip?
Yeah, another sound clock. This is the one where she's got Cheney sitting next to her.
What people
And
are
even
saying.
Cheney can't stand what she's saying.
I know.
We cannot despair.
We can't
We
despair.
cannot despair.
No despairing. It's against the rules.
The nature of a democracy is such that I think there's
Democracy.
duality. On the one hand,
Oh, I know. I love how they always bring up that word
there's
democracy.
incredible strength.
Aren't we a republic?
when our democracy is
That's what I
intact.
always tell everybody. We're
An
not even a
incredible
fucking
strength in what
democracy.
it does to protect the freedoms and rights of its people. Oh, there's great.
Oh, this is
Republic.
vomit worthy.
And it is
Even
very
Cheney's
fragile.
like, shut up, bitch.
It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it.
Oh my
And so that's
God.
the moment we're in.
That's the
moment.
moment
Do
we're
not despair,
in.
because in a democracy, as long as we can keep it in our democracy, the people, every individual has the power to make a decision about what this will be. And so let's not feel powerless.
I can't handle 2.5
Let's
minutes
not
of this crap.
the-
I'm sorry.
I know, I get it.
I know I brought him, but
Shanda, honest to God, this is not presidential material by any leaps or bounds. You know,
She's
I
just
don't care.
talking fucking circles. She doesn't. Your individual democracies are up to every individual person. The fuck they are. We took to the streets for the last 10 years and we haven't pushed the Democratic Party one iota to the left of the right that they've been at this whole entire time. You're never going to convince me my individual, democracies can change
I'm
anything.
sick of hearing we're a democracy. We're a constitutional republic, and they're violating their constitutional oaths of office every single day. The best thing to do is to vote against every single person in Congress. And I mean all of them, because the ones who aren't the baddies aren't stepping up to the plate and saying anything about their peers in Congress. So they're culpable by keeping their trap shut. And so they should all be out tomorrow. All of them.
Now, Smurf up.
Now here you go. Now this guy, Tim Walz, he's the candidate for vice president. Can you imagine? Listen to this moron.
I love how he tries to throw Bernie Sanders under the bus in this one.
Oh, listen to this idiot.
The Cheney thing. Do we really have to do that?
Look, it goes broader than that. Look, Bernie Sanders, Dick Cheney, Taylor Swift.
No.
Having the Cheneys on board?
No. You can't Dick Cheney or Taylor Swift. No.
We're a big tent. We're a big tent.
What country did Taylor Swift get us to invade? No.
Oh, no. God. Talk about, and it seems...
And this is where their problem is. They're not reaching for the base of the Democratic Party. They've done it every fucking election for the last 3 cycles. They always go towards the right, thinking they're stealing votes from Trump, trying to go for the centrist right, when they need to be appealing to their fucking base because they've alienated the base. People like you and I who voted Democrat down the line for 30, 40 fucking years who will not vote for them now because they don't care. They won't even platitude to us. They don't even pretend to give us a fucking crumb. And then Bernie Sanders comes out and says, whoa, we got to vote for her because, hey, we can push her. We'll push her. We've heard this. We'll push them left bullshit for fucking years. It's never going to happen. And this is what's going to lose the election for them, just like it lost it for Hillary Clinton.
Well, it's the economy, stupid. To quote James fucked up Carville, it's the economy, stupid. And they're right. The groceries and the fuel prices, heating prices, jobs. We've been watching this week businesses fold right and left, people downsizing, getting unemployed. It's... and let's talk about listeria. Let's talk about E. coli. I mean, what the hell is going on? I have to say that McDonald's thing was a little too convenient for my blood.
Me too, right?
That was bullshit.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I do buy that was a conspiracy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say you brought this is a rerun, right? Or is this new?
It's a rerun from a couple of years ago, but it's pretty appropriate for now.
Okay, since the Cheneys endorsed Kamala Harris, let's take a look.
Yeah, they're touring with the Democratic Party now.
Cable 10, the Democrats channel. Cheney's World, Cheney's World.
See, we could have seen this coming 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trump's fault. Welcome
Still
to
Trump's
Cheney's
fault.
World, and here's your host,
Trump's
Liz
fault.
Cheney.
All right, it's time to blame Trump. I'm your rhino host, Liz Cheney, and with me as always is House Drinker, Nancy Pelosi.
It's all Trump's fault, Liz.
It's all Trump's fault, Nancy. Let's
Still
welcome our
Trump's
first
fault.
But
guest.
first, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft.
Yep.
American Express.
NVIDIA.
Money.
That's right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's bring out our first guest, Tucker Carlson.
Come on out, sucker.
Maybe he didn't hear me.
Say it a little louder.
Our first guest is Tucker Carlson.
Come on out, sucker.
I guess he didn't show.
Wow, what a coward.
I know.
I mean, you're inviting Tucker Carlson on your show, and he doesn't even show
He
up.
must have something to
Oh,
hide.
he's got plenty to hide. He works for Fox.
Fox is nothing but a bunch of liars. And liars never make it in this world.
You're telling me there is nothing worse than a liar.
I can't stand liars.
Nothing.
I can't stand liars either. They're the worst.
Yep. When my dad would tuck me in at
She
night,
said, Chuck.
he said, Liz, don't
He said Doug.
Because there's nothing worse than a liar.
Yeah, my dad said the same thing to me. He said, Nancy, always tell the truth.
Looks like we were raised the right way.
Ain't that the truth?
It's like people only care about lying and making money.
Oh, I can't stand people like that.
I can't stand liars, and I can't stand sellouts.
Sellouts are the worst. Like my dad always told me, Nancy, don't sell out.
My dad told me the same thing.
I've never sold out.
Sounds like we had some pretty awesome dads.
So true. All right, everybody, that's our show. Join us next week when we welcome one of the most honest men in politics. Special guest, Mitch McConnell!
That guy is awesome!
Yep, and he don't sell out to nobody.
Hey, you like our new dartboard?
Yes. Yes, I do. Good night, peasants!
Good night, peasants!
It's still relevant. They're still blaming Trump.
Yeah.
They're still liars.
Still liars, and I got to tell you that insider trading is happening as we speak with all of them.
Oh God, yeah.
It's
gosh.
terrible.
Well, you heard that Kamala's husband filed a fucking permit just in September, the end of September, for that lithium mine that just happened to be in, North Carolina. Yeah. How convenient.
How convenient.
I bet it's a coincidence.
Yeah, well, that's how you get ahead in the wild. What is this?
I'm just so over Harris right now. I'm so not in the mood for Harris anymore.
Skip that one. Okay.
That's the one where she talks about her mother-in-law and she brings out a new accent. We've all heard it. It's probably a couple days old. I'm just so over it. Rathbone.
Rathbone.
Yeah, he cracks me
What
up.
does Kamala Harris have to say about AIPAC?
Good morning, APAC.
Good morning. I love you.
What an honor.
What does Donald Trump have to say about AIPAC?
I speak to you today as a lifelong supporter and true friend of Israel.
What does
Yes, we
Jill
know.
Stein have to say about AIPAC?
AIPAC should be required to register as a foreign agent, and that would effectively shut down the inordinate influence that AIPAC has on behalf of the state of Israel.
Well, pretty easy.
Yeah, kind of easy.
Yeah, just a little bit. I like Linda's fangs there.
You know what today is, Oz? Today is a very special day. Today is the demon herself's birthday, Hillary Clinton. Happy birthday, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I heard she's 115 or something like 116 years old.
Adrenochrome works great. What can I say?
Okay, here we go.
Now, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is
next week
Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book.
What?
President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were
just because
lining
Trump's
up
holding a
to
rally at the
essentially
freaking Madison Square
pledge
Garden.
their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it. Now,
Who sent out the memo was like, hey, I think it's a good idea if we just call Trump Hitler and then we'll just say that his followers are all Nazis and everything they do is just like Hitler.
Well, in the real world, I think that makes people more inclined to vote for Trump. You think?
I don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's insane. I write about it in my book. Go buy my book. Fuck off, bitch. The only thing your book's good for is wiping ass.
So is this Steph Zimmerano doing a comedy bit?
It is. This is cute, Seth.
Kabbalah sketch. Let's watch this. Let's go full screen. Kabbalah sketch. Let's watch this. Let's go full screen, and I'll play it. Here we go.
Yeah, girl, I love me some cats. And I love your music, Taylor Swift. I don't know why I keep getting you mixed up. It must be because you're both supporting me. Hey, listen, girl, we only have 22 more days. 22 more days. That's 20 plus 2 more days is 22 days. That's less than a month. Oh, hey, girl, I love you, but I gotta go. My sister's on the other line.
Kamala, do you have a minute?
I'm all ears, sister.
fuck.
But if Oprah calls me, I'm just connecting. We only have 18 more days.
Sister, I have to tell you something serious.
More serious than nuclear war, genocide, or the collapse of our empire? Go ahead, lay it on me. I am super relaxed.
Kamala, this is hard for me to say.
Everything's hard for me to say. Well, what, girl? Did you just fall out of a coconut tree?
I thought about that, but I think it is safer to go to an abortion clinic.
An abortion?
I'm having an abortion.
Well, that's okay. You go, girl. How far along?
Does it matter?
A woman's body is her body. It's no one else's body but her own body. And nobody can touch her body unless she wants them to touch her body. A woman has a right to her own body. You hear that, everybody? And when I'm elected, every man, woman, and child can have an abortion.
Oh, God.
She nailed it. Good job, Steph.
Very
Shout out
nice.
to INN. Indy's in the chat. Why does INN not have a wrench in Beauty and the Boomer, Oz?
I don't know, but he does now. I'm thinking.
Okay, fix that. For some
Yeah.
reason, I am not credentialed up and I can't throw wrenches tonight. So my bad. So sorry. Hey, Two
Yeah.
Bunnies. Good to see you hanging out with
Two
driving
Bunnies.
Miss Macy and Rich from Wisconsin. And Grapentine, the trailer park is full tonight. That's
Yeah, it is good. That is good. Since INN is in the chat, we shouted out the INN awards at the beginning of the show, Indy. You can just go back and see if I didn't fuck it up too bad. We've got the Babylon Bee. Frustrated Democrats reportedly consider letting voters pick the presidential candidate next time. I think that's a great idea.
No way. No way. That's a fucking novel idea. I don't know how that would work.
That's the Bee. You want me to read this one? It's a little small print.
I didn't bring this. You must have.
Oh, I must have brought it. One idiot is one idiot. Two idiots are two idiots. 10,000 idiots are a political party. Kafka. I think I did bring that. I did bring that.
I didn't bring that, but that is so true.
I must have been.
10,000 Kamala Harrises all hanging out on the streets. It's a scary time.
So
Trump cancels all his events in favor of one of the worst people ever. Donald Trump will be sitting down with Joe Rogan. He did.
Yeah. And
what did you think? I sent it to you last night. I watched
it.
3 hours.
When I watched it, it had 387,000 views. So for him being one of the worst people ever, he got a lot of views. I bet you it's up to 1 million by now.
I'm sure it's surpassed that. And I think that was smart of him to go on there. Joe Rogan said that he would never bring Donald Trump on because he didn't want to help him. But I don't think that it was more about helping Trump, but other than letting the viewers get answers. You know, because we see these political forums that they put out there, like the fucking debates and these town halls, and our questions never get fucking answered. The real questions never get asked. And I think Joe took it very serious. I think he did a good job of bringing Trump back on point when he wanted an answer to something like, hey, let's talk about this again. And thank you to Joe Rogan for letting the American public actually just hear what Donald Trump had to say and his thoughts on things, because that's what we want. That's what we really want. We don't want crafted sound clips by fucking CNN.
Rehearsed, pre-edited.
Right.
Yeah, anything. No, honest to God, I thought it was a very down-to-earth conversation with a very wealthy man, and whatever critiques you might have, they had a very good back and forth. I am not endorsing anybody, but I think that was a very fair interview. And 3 hours long. Kamala Harris couldn't last 3 minutes with Joe Rogan.
She wouldn't last 5 minutes in the round with Joe Rogan. Joe would ask her a question and try to get an actual answer out of her, and none of this talk around bullshit that she does. And it would be all over for her.
And what makes Joe Rogan the worst people ever? I don't know what they're talking about. Why is Joe Rogan a worse person?
Because he took horse paste. Oh my gosh! Don't you remember?
Is that why?
He was dangerous. He could have killed people.
Now, here's a poll from Unusual Whales. This is not Fox News, but this is the betting site, I believe. It's just in Donald Trump's odds.
Oh, that's right. This is the first year you can bet.
Yeah, Polymarket.
election.
This is Polymarket. I haven't used. Andy, have you used Polymarket? I don't know. Have expanded the largest ever recorded, with him up 65.6 to Harris 34.4. This, to me, Chanda, is the general feeling that I have. I think
believe
it's
this more than any of the fucking
any of the
ballot polls.
real ballot polls. I think it's going to be a wipeout. And again, I'm going to tell you, I think they've been trying to propagandize through their mouthpieces, their corporate media, that they want it to be close, so maybe some hanky-panky can go on. That's all I can think
agree.
of.
I agree 100%. I see them wanting to rig it, but I think that the support for Trump is just going to be so uneven, like that they can't pretend and play it like they did last time.
We have this is this year's reface, and I played this for Linda and Arim, and they thought it was very good. It's a little dark, but we got to have a little dark on Halloween. So I hope you enjoy it. This is Linda and Chanda. Linda and Chanda refaced on Violet Orlandi. She gets credited in.
I love Violet.
Violet Orlandi. You haven't seen it yet, have you? Or have you? Have you seen this?
No, I haven't watched it the whole way through.
All right.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween, pumpkin scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat, to the neighbors gonna die fly. It's so town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween, your bed, teeth ground sharp and eyes going red. I am the one hiding in the stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we go home, everyone hails the pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Round that corner, man hiding in a trash can. Something's waiting up to pounce, and how will you scream? This is Halloween, red and black, slimy green. Aren't you scared? It's just fine. Someone said 20 temperatures around the place. Drive with the moon.
Yum.
Everybody scream, everybody scream. I am the clown with a tearaway face, here in a flash and gone without a trace. I am the who when you call, who's there? I am the wind blowing through your hair. I am the shadow on the moon at night, fill your dreams to the brim with fight. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. Tender love things everywhere, life's no fun without a bit scared. That's a double enemy in our town of Halloween. In this town, don't we love it now? Everyone's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a banshee, make you jump out of your skin. This is Halloween, everybody scream. Would you please make way for a very special guy? Halloween Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king. Now this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we go home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song. La 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 la.
Very, very creepy this year. Oz.
Yeah, I mean, that's a cheery little song, a little bedtime song. Make sure you play it for all your kids. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Pretty dark, but still, it puts you in the mood for Halloween anyway, at least on one aspect. You brought this, right?
Today, if Dorothy ran into a man with no brains, no heart, and no courage, it wouldn't be Oz. She would be in Washington, D.C. That's
yeah,
right.
she would be. She would be. Abso-freaking-lutely. And then Aram, he brought this one in. This is a shitlib little thing here, and it's it's a
Smug,
very
yeah, totally smug.
yeah, totally
Ignorant,
smug,
totally.
ignoramus, all that good stuff. Yeah, they are. And I'm not saying the other side isn't, but wow. I saw some stuff this week where some woman was yelling at some little kid in a stroller today.
In a fucking wheelchair of all things. Like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with these fucking people? They are out of their minds.
Yeah, they are. There's everybody's cuckoo cuckoo, but this next one really disappointed.
Oh, we're
me.
getting into the celebtards now. Okay, so you guys know the celebtards are all being held hostage by the Diddy list, and they're out there doing endorsements.
Yeah, but he didn't endorse Harris in this, if you notice. All he did was shit on Trump. But still, I'm disappointed.
Same smell to me.
I know. Here we go.
Hey, hi, Michael. You know, for some of you folks who, guys mostly, I guess, who are thinking about attending a rally with Musk and Trump, they don't really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid.
Is that new?
They don't want to hang out with you.
Like the Democrats don't do that about us?
All the
They're not your
time.
bros. And I'm telling you, when Trump, years ago, I guess, said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is, these people are so stupid, they're so dumb, they'd still vote for me. They have no respect
I
for
recall
you.
Hillary
Trust me.
saying shit like that too.
So what do you think of that?
Okay. It's not a full-throated endorsement of Harris, but it might as well be.
Maybe he's a
still
Jill
we're
Stein.
useless eaters.
Jill Stein voter, maybe, huh?
Yeah. Well, if he is, he ain't got no balls. And don't go see Beetlejuice. It's the same movie that came out in 1988. Yeah, he does a great job, like he always does. But the story and plot suck.
Yeah, yeah. I heard it.
Wait till it's free.
I heard it, yeah, and this is our hypocrisy showing through because we still patronize Hollywood movies. It was too convoluted. There were too many character lines, and it was just a mess. And
They built up that one character who actually got ran out of Hollywood for being an actual pedophile. So
go figure. Speaking of, well, I can't say that, but anyway, you brought this.
Obama. This one. Oh, hey, this one got messed up. Hold on.
My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm.
This did not have to happen, and I'm so disappointed in Eminem.
Well,
this one was like a hostage video too. Eminem's supposed to understand. He's supposed to be this call-out rapper of our lifetime. I've always been a fan of his.
Go ahead.
He hates Trump. He's got TDS so damn bad that his brain is fucking broken. And he thinks he is more in a class with Obama now than he is with the people that he started out with on the wrong side of 8 Mile. So, yeah. And you know what the stupid thing is his base is the Trump supporters, you dumb asshole. You just pissed off your whole entire base, Em. Those are the white guys that buy your music. They're not going to buy your music anymore, you old man.
I don't know what Beyonce got paid for coming out. She got paid, I'm sure of it. And I've seen some
it was
pretty astronomical numbers. Yeah. And, and Eminem, maybe he wanted to make a quick buck. I don't know. But the Zionist Hollywood.
Or maybe they have some dirt on all these guys and they say, if you don't show up to support the demonic freaking National Democrats, then we're going to send Homeland Security after you like we did Diddy.
Well, yeah. Honestly, yeah. But, the Zionist Hollywood is choking their chain. They're pulling their chains. Yeah,
you hear Harvey Weinstein's sick and freaking dying. Oh, boo-hoo. Poor
what has he
Weinstein.
got?
They got to let him out of jail.
He's got, doesn't he have leukemia now or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But there's him with his Illuminati fucking necklace on. So, you think he's one of us. He's not one of us anymore. He hasn't been for fucking 20 years. And it's, he just dropped a new album and it's kind of a kickback to the old Slim Shady and, Yeah, there's some good songs on there, and he does burn a couple of good rappers really good. Like, he burns Diddy, he calls Diddy out in it, but still, just to see Eminem do this, he didn't have to do this.
No.
Shut your fucking mouth and stay the fuck out of politics, guys. You're just ruining your careers
Well,
for
like
this
I
shit.
said, their owners are making them earn their whatever they get. And honest to God, I thought Eminem was hell-bent against the Iraq War, as I remember. So it's pretty sad. Now, no, this isn't Joe Biden. This is Barack Obama.
I don't understand how we got so toxic and just
I don't understand
divided
how
and
we
so
got
bitter,
so
and
toxic.
I
It's
get why
toxic as
sometimes
water and
people just
Flint.
don't want to pay attention to it. And we all have friends like that. We have
'Cause you
family
lied
members who
to
just like,
us?
it's all a circus out there. I
You
get
were
that.
going to give us hope and change, and you
No.
gave us nothing. Don't play
No.
that. We'll take a copyright for that next one. Don't play that.
What, Amber?
The reface behind you. Yeah, we will take a copyright. We took a copyright for it last year. Amber.
God, you got a better memory than me.
Yeah,
what if
right. I do.
Obama wants to know why it got so toxic. Well, let's talk about bailing out Wall Street instead of the people.
Yeah.
Let's talk about 5 million people losing their homes. Yeah,
How
that'll
about
make
the fact
somebody.
that he didn't codify Roe v. Wade, and now they want to run on, it's your body, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Bullshit, quit fear-mongering with that shit, because if you guys gave two fucking shits about it, you would have done something about it the last 40 fucking years of my life, but you haven't. You pull it out of the closet, dust it off every 4 years, you fear-monger with it, and then you put it back on the shelf as soon as you get elected, and nobody ever hears another word about it till the next election.
Yeah, exactly so. Well, this was kind of a refreshing one because he's the only.
Pissed a lot of leftists off. I actually had to unfollow a bunch of leftists.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
That's what
He's
was
right.
like. What?
He's
I know.
right.
Oh,
He's
his
right.
He's insane.
Actor Mel Gibson says Kamala Harris has the IQ of a fence post in footage obtained by TMZ. I think she does have the IQ of a fence post. I don't care if she was a senator or attorney general. The way she's presenting herself is dumb as fuck because she's listening to her handlers. Gibson specifically called out Harris for her appalling track record. What record? She doesn't have one. That's what he means.
What track record? What
She
policy?
has.
She doesn't have one. Yeah.
It's terrible, and she put parents in jail. That one little gal that had leukemia. She had her mother arrested because she was truant. Give me a break. Who are you voting for? I'm gonna guess Trump. Gibson said, I think that's a pretty good guess. Listen, Kamala has a miserable track record, an appalling track record, no policies to speak of, and she's got the IQ of a fence post.
Oh, you can't play that. TMZ will hit us. Don't hit that. Don't play it. Pause it. TMZ is the worst for hitting us with copyright. So
What if I
that's
turn
exactly what he said.
turn
You
the
can turn
sound
it
down?
down. Yeah, I mean, he says exactly this in it.
My
but
head's in front of the TMZ logo. So
yeah, TMZ will get us. Oops.
Yeah, there it is.
Oops. TMZ will get us for it, definitely. I think if we talk over it, maybe.
No, that's all right. You knows what he said.
Yeah,
We'll
he's
just move
going
on.
through
We
the
can't.
airport. He says that. She says that she has the IQ as a fence post, and I agree with that.
Yeah, we can't afford another strike right now. So
I agree with. That's why I keep stopping you, because I know I got us in trouble on Monday, and I don't want to get us in trouble.
No, I'd like, as much as I can't stand Google and YouTube, the hypocrisy is it's convenient for a lot of people. Let's see, what is this?
Oh, Cyndi Lauper came out in support of Harris this week.
Oh my God, Cyndi. Time after time. In order to make an appointment, he first had to update his operating system, download an app, get a username, choose a password, log into a health portal, navigate to messages, and write his doctor. By then it was too late. And Chanda, I hope you have something to say about this soon.
Actually, I got to say, it's really fucking convenient. I do have all this access, and I literally could just fire it off an email, and my oncology nurse, she's sending me a message back within a couple hours, and it's very convenient. But for older folks, it would be a pain in the ass.
Okay, well, let me fling some poo at you.
Okay, fling it.
How hard is it to get your medications? Your cancer medications, okay?
Oh my gosh, I know. It's been a nightmare. I have to get pre-authorization, and
for
they
cancer
fight me
medication.
the amount of medication I'm allowed to get, and we have to do cancer overrides. And I've been teaching the pharmacists how to do cancer overrides. Like they have to get their book out, find the codes, and I've been learning.
Well,
things
I'm
for
glad
them,
they
but
got.
it pisses me off. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Who are you to decide what I can and can't have when my doctor tells me I need something? Just fill the fucking thing and goddamn pay for it. That's your job.
Even the insurance company, the so-called not insurance companies, are in between you and your doctor. So here we go, Cindy Lauper, 6666666.
I'm going to see Cindy in December.
Well,
She
give
looks
her
good for 70.
Give her a piece of your mind.
I will.
Very excited to see my country. I love my country.
Doesn't she look good for 70?
Mostly, I want to tell
Yeah,
you
she's a hot grandma.
this November, I'm voting for her.
Don't do it.
Because she's a woman and she's going to understand that I
Here
don't
we
wanna be
go.
a second-class
Roe v. Wade.
citizen anymore. I want to see a woman in the White House. I would like to see that.
Not Harris.
Now, we have no equality. We're not even able to say whether we want to have a kid or not. I don't have to worry about that anymore, but I do have to worry about the fact that my nieces and whoever comes later is going to be second class. We'll be told about our bodies and what we're to do.
Fear mongering. Leprechaun.
They're not told what they're going to do. I want equality, real equality. I don't want to be talked.
You ain't gonna get it with Harris. Yeah, you can kill it. Like you're not gonna get it with Harris. It's so
Does
gross.
she know that we're sending weapons that are killing babies and shredding
Killing
children,
women,
killing women,
girls.
and killing the Ukraine? I've heard the figure the other 600,000 souls have been slaughtered in Ukraine.
I believe that. I believe 600,000.
And they
Ukraine's
could
been a shredder.
And they could have had a peace agreement way back when, except Boris, the cokehead, whatever his name, went over there and scuttled that deal on behest
and
of the United
Victoria
States.
Nuland, because Victoria Nuland wanted that shit shut down just as much. Here, eat my cookies and die for us. So Samuel L. Jackson likes the word motherfucker, and because Harris likes the word motherfucker, he thinks you should vote for her.
You got to be kidding me. I didn't see
I'm not
this.
even kidding. You guys turn it up.
Opportunity. Built on the belief that we can build a brighter future by lifting each other up and not tearing each other down. She's running on a proven track record of fighting for the people.
Proven track record of fighting for the people.
Bullshit.
Who?
The most
Who?
vulnerable
Where? When?
and taking on the toughest fights. And we've heard her favorite curse word is a favorite of mine too. But I ain't gonna say that word. But I don't know about you, but that's the kind of president I can stand behind.
Oh,
That's
she
the kind
says
of
bad
president I can
words,
see
so I gotta vote
leading
for her.
our country forward. Now,
So I want a woman in the White House. I want a woman who swears in the White House. What is she, what
Elect me, 'cause I got the filthiest mouth of them all.
What proven record? What record?
I know. What record? What is this record he talks about? This is freaking batshit.
And you brought our fair weather friend here. What the hell is he saying here?
Oh, my girlfriend Eric Well. Some of you might remember Eric
I
Well.
know Eric Well.
Blas. Eric
Yeah.
Well was founder of PIP, the Progressive Independent Party, back in 2016. She took on John Cusack and says they're fighting over his vote for Harris, and he says, so punish both parties, but don't vote for Trump, who vows to let the lunatic Netanyahu finish the job. And Eric Well says a vote for Harris is a vote for genocide. No moral way around it. Yes, nice burn.
That should show everybody what a piece of garbage John Cusack is. Right there. I mean,
Come on. What difference does he see between Harris and Trump on this issue? There is no fucking difference. None at all.
This guy called me a mental oyster and ran away.
I know he did.
I'd like to. He ran away. You know, and if you're going to do that, Mr. I've got a high IQ and I can talk really fast in movies, don't run away, you fucking coward. So anyway, and I wasn't even being mean to him. I was just telling him something really nice too, and he just mental oyster.
Yeah, you were actually being respectful, and he called you a mental oyster, and then
Fucking
blocked you.
Talk about mental oyster. Look at a mere fuckface. Here you go.
So the Epstein guest list and the Diddy guest list, all the celebrities coming out to support Kamala Harris. Seems
Sometimes
like that's what we're seeing.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sometimes the most obvious is the least suspected. There we go.
It is.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ. And you brought this. This is good.
Hell is empty and all the devils are here. William Shakespeare. Yes, all the devils are here.
That is so true. And what is this? What is this?
This likens to the Holocaust, the trains, right? The trains that were headed for Auschwitz with people.
Prisons.
These are prisoners that, these are Palestinian people who have been taken prisoner by the IOF, and they're being hauled off to camps.
Oh my God.
But don't call them camps because we call them prisons. How is this any different than those fucking trains during World War II?
Not.
I see no difference other than tracks and tires. These are human beings that are being hauled off to a internment camp where they'll be tortured, starved, killed. And this is what we're voting for. This is what we're fighting over voting for. Either way, we're getting this.
You know what?
At the end of the day, on November 5th, whether Trump wins or Harris wins, we still get prisoners being hauled off to camp.
Honest to God, if they treat them worse than they treated Jeremy Lafredo when he was in prison,
Did you watch that interview?
Yeah, he got
that was a great interview.
3 little Dixie cups of water and 1 snack pack pudding for 3 days.
Yep, for 3 frickin' days. They locked him in a cell.
3 little cups of water. So, yeah. I have a hard time not saying what I want to say about Israel. So what is this?
I don't know. I think you brought this one.
Did I? Okay.
You're from Brooklyn?
No, I'm from New York.
I didn't.
From
this
New York.
is gross.
What right do you have to live here?
The right I have is that the owner of the house wants me to live here, and he wants there to be Jews living in this house, and he wants to. And I got chosen for whatever reason. It ended up being me.
He's from Brooklyn, living in Palestinians' house.
So why do you live here?
Because I live here, because it's important, and because not too many people want to live here, and it's important to strengthen this neighborhood, to make sure that
Sounds like Woody
this
Allen.
neighborhood is not lost in any future peace deal.
So your position
Occupying
here is a
force.
political position to keep Palestinians out of it.
Not to keep Palestinians out of it, to keep Jews in it.
And therefore
Not
keep
out.
the Palestinians who were here out of it.
No, that's not, no. That's
how that works, dummy.
That's a necessary evil. And they're not coming back into here. So whether I am here, whether I am not here, whether it's me, whether it's someone else, whether it's a monkey, whether it's a giraffe, they're not coming back into this house ever. I understand why they're angry at me. I understand why they dislike me. But I did not do this to them. I'm not doing this to them. And as I said, if I
are doing this
I'll be
to them.
replaced immediately. And I venture to think that whoever comes here is not going to be as easygoing as I am.
Oh, my
'cause
God.
You're so easygoing.
Yeah,
So easygoing. You sold their house and you're easygoing.
Yeah. Try that shit on my block, asshole.
Oh man, that one pissed me off.
Yeah, it would. You
this
brought
is-
what's her name here? Yeah.
Blakely? Is that her name?
LLC Blakely. Yeah, I think she's making a pretty good point here.
Started? Endlessly fucking embarrassing. There are so many things wrong with this interview, and it is not even a long interview. The more I see the Kamala Harris campaign double and triple and quadruple down on the genocide and defending every single thing the Israeli regime does and quadrupling down on the Biden administration's policy, the more that I think that they're trying to lose. Not to mention, the more that they keep quadrupling down on conservative policy and trying to appeal to Republicans, the more I think they're trying to lose. Like, are you trying to lose? And if they do lose, they will blame everybody and their mother and their pet bird except for themselves. They will not take any accountability for it. We're going to hear about, I don't know, non-college educated white women. We're going to hear about fucking Arabs this and Arabs that. It's going to be a lot of fucking hate on Arabs. So we need to be ready to have their backs, you guys.
That's true.
And of course, black men. Because even though black men vote overwhelmingly for Democrats in every election, but they always want to blame black men. Okay, so speaking of are you trying to lose, let's move on now to the Nancy Pelosi clip. So she was being interviewed by Christiane Amanpour, and this is what happened.
Given that there's an election, are you concerned by the very, very difficult polling for Kamala Harris, particularly regarding Arab Americans, particularly in the swing state of Michigan?
No, well, it is something to be considered. When we talk about this subject, people forget. They forget a Muslim ban instituted by this president. One of the first things he
by
did,
President Donald Trump.
By Donald Trump, one of the first things he did.
That's what you have to say? That's what she has to say. Are you concerned that you may lose? And her answer is, wow, people forget that he put a Muslim ban in place. In other words, why are you Muslims so ungrateful? There's nothing affirmative. There's nothing, this is what I will do for you. These are my commitments or campaign promises. No, nothing. It's all shut up, Muslims, and vote for us or else Trump will kill your family harder. Could they be more condescending?
Shit. No, they can't be more condescending.
They can't be more condescending.
Yeah, I just wish she would have been in kente cloth while she was doing that interview.
And she normally does have her kente cloth on.
Yeah, well, this was really good. You hear, Chanda, they lost another career diplomat. This girl was 10 or 15 years in the State Department, I think, or I don't know what department it was. But give this a listen. It's well worth it, and I think you'll
After an
agree.
18-year career, you don't take the
18
decision to
years.
resign lightly, but it was despite all of my efforts, despite everyone's efforts in terms of us career diplomats, highlighting the inhumanity, the illegality of this policy, the fact that it's such a counterproductive policy that is actually emboldening extremism on all sides. It is only ensuring generational cycle of violence. I was initially told, good, thank you for your feedback. I was actually sending daily reports to the department. That was part of my job as a spokesperson, and I was highlighting what was happening in Gaza from the pan-Arab media. So I thought that my work was helping.
Video's low, turn it up.
Into Washington's formulation of what to do next. But it became abundantly clear eventually that the policy was the policy. It was not shifting. I was actually asked in January to stop sending in those reports. Those reports also included the images that were going viral all over the Arab world of children being massacred, oftentimes showing U.S. complicity with fragments of U.S. bomb. Any other circumstance, this would have at least prompted a type of review of our, again, Leahy law, everything else. It didn't. Instead, I was silenced, I was sidelined, and that is something that has been unprecedented for me as an 18-year diplomat. There's always disagreements within the U.S. Foreign Service in terms of policy, but it's always been a spirit of collaboration, a spirit of we want to hear from you, let's talk. This has been different. It has been silence, and let me tell you, it has sent a chilling effect across the entire, I can speak about the Foreign Service. People have become to self-censor themselves, they're worried, and that hurts us as Americans, because when you have your experts, your U.S. government experts silencing themselves because they're worried about retribution or they're worried about what it will do to their career, we all lose. We lose as American citizens. It doesn't keep us secure. It doesn't keep us safe.
Well,
exactly.
And you know what? There are stories like hers from people who have resigned all over, and Jeffrey Sachs is one of them. And his is vintage from the 90s, when Dick Cheney and Wolfowitz got us out of that whole deal with, I think it was Gorbachev back in the day. I mean, he basically brokered a very unique peace deal. Maybe not brokered, but he had talked to Gorbachev, and he got his word. You know, hey, we want to be, in the Western world and work with you guys and trade with you guys, and everything's cool. And
all Russia's ever wanted to do with us, and we refused.
Yeah, and he comes back. He tells the president that, Clinton, I guess at the time, I think. Don't quote me on this, but as I remember, but Wolfowitz and Cheney and the rest of them scuttled that deal. So right then should be a focal point in history to pointing to where we are today. Those PNAC motherfuckers back in the 90s, the Cheneys, the Wolfowitz, those animals have basically working against the best interests of the American people. And that bill is coming right now. And if that bill comes in the way of World War III, I'm not going to be shocked. Are you?
No, hell no. Hell no.
Hell no. What do you got?
Because Putin's sick of this shit. Putin has tried to reach out and work with the West and has wanted to work with the West. You know, the BRICS gathering is happening right now. I know Fee is there. I'm going to cover it on Monday. And, the innovation and coming together of the other nations, we're fucked, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean,
crazy ass leaders are leading us right off a fucking cliff. Like,
yeah, you got the G7, and then you got BRICS, and I don't know. BRICS has got like 36 countries in it, and they want to go off the petrodollar.
Building.
So and they're building, and they're building, and one of the main reasons they're sick and tired of U.S. sanctions. Yeah. So that's gonna take care of that. You brought this illusion of choice.
Did you see this? The illusion. Well, yeah, the illusion of choice. But God, doesn't Netanyahu's bride look like the bride of Chucky? Let's see. Illusion of choice. There are 1,500 newspapers, 1,100 magazines, 9,000 radio stations, 1,500 TV stations, 2,400 publishers, and they're owned by 6 corporations and 272 executives that control 90% of what everybody hears. Actually, I think that has been cut in half. I think we're down to 3 corporations now.
And honest to God, thank you, Bill Clinton. Deregulation of the telecommunications. Bill Clinton did this. Bill Clinton, right? Barack Obama are probably 2 of the worst, the most evil presidents we've ever had. And I know George Bush Jr., whatever. George Bush Jr. was never the president.
Yeah, Dick Cheney was. We all knew it.
Dick Cheney was. So he was one of the most evil ones too. So, and people say Barack Obama, he's a nice guy. Bullshit. He's a nice guy. Bullshit. And you know what? Joe Biden's just been out to lunch the whole time. He was, he's the Reagan of our times. He's, he doesn't know where he is half the time.
Oh, he went out and yelled at the Native Americans this week. I'm going to cover it on Monday, and he called them Indians.
Well,
who the fuck still says that?
Now, you sent me that in a back channel, and I still don't know who the hell that was talking, because it wasn't Biden. That was somebody else. I mean, he trotted up to the camera, and it didn't look like Biden to me. Was that a reface? I don't know.
That was Biden. Or it was whoever they had playing Biden for the day. But join me on Monday. We'll talk about it.
All right. So this is your buddy again. Let me just run it.
Okay. The amount of annoying videos I see on a daily basis, the pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were.
Okay, the amount of annoying videos I see of dead babies being blown to smithereens is just so annoying. These pro-Palestinian people are just worse than the BLM people. Can somebody just send a warning before you send all these videos with dead children? I don't need to be seeing that, okay? My dad is a lawyer, and he told me that is an infringement upon my ability to enjoy my day. I'm just And how has society overcome this below average IQ blonde stereotype when you keep popping off with some shit?
You know who's not blocking airports? You know who's not blocking me from getting inside a coffee shop? My Jewish friends, because they're all at work.
Emily, your Jewish friends are not bombing hospitals, airports, and schools right now, okay? That would be the U.S. government, which is what the students are protesting. I know this is going to sound absolutely wild to you, but you as an American have a small but not insignificant amount of influence in shaping your government's policies. And the students who you're so inconvenienced by are protesting against a genocide. Thank you, little blonde Hitler. I had to scoop my brain out just to understand this take. Hello, can somebody help, please? My arm is stuck.
I thought he did that quite well. And then there's Benji. Benji. Check, Benji's not white anymore. Did you know that?
Whether Jews count as white or not has been sort of an object of debate for quite a while. We do. Okay. You do. So, I mean, it depends according to whom, and that's a pretty recent development. Okay, so.
Basically everyone. It's a religion.
Judaism
do you not agree that you are a white man?
I mean, I think that it depends on the context in which we're discussing it.
So what are you, Ben? Are you not a white guy?
I mean, I'm a man of Jewish ethnicity, which is sometimes grouped with white and sometimes not. I mean, that's the more accurate way to put it. But when
what
we're
else
talking
would you be
about
grouped with?
Jews, who are which is an ethnicity. I mean,
so you're not white at all.
I mean, again, it depends who's doing the grouping and how. I've seen Jews grouped with white and Jews grouped with not white. Are we just pretending that doesn't exist? That's a reality. However, as far as your generalized point, which is
pretending it exists.
Yeah. So I think Jimmy had this on his show Friday. We had it in the deck like last week, but
yeah,
it was like, Ben Shapiro. I mean, come on, he's fun to make fun of, Ben Shapiro. So, but we've got a little treat for Ben at the end of the show. Fee says you brought a Fee says from Bricks.
Where is Fee now? Fee is at Bricks. Yes, she is.
Here at the BRICS Summit, where this is the moment for the new emerging multipolar world order. At least that is what's on the agenda in terms of geopolitical discussions, economic discussions, and discussions of the future, of future partnerships, of future cooperations desired by many in the global south who were previously under the hegemony of the West and have since, in developing this summit to what it is now, have taken it into another era that is being unleashed in contrast to what the West is doing in terms of its relationships that are very unilateral and completely based on its dominance in the world, which is of course waning. And with this BRICS summit this time in Kazan, Russia, a very cultural city that really shows Russia's diversity, that
beautiful
has
architecture
people from hundreds of countries and international delegations, as well as obvious leaders. Putin met with the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, and also the Chinese president, Xi Jinping. There's going to be more development in terms of these mutual partnerships. This is ongoing, and China and Russia did talk about how that is not going to change, but only strengthen, especially in the face of so much adversity and so much that has happened on the back end of constant war narratives. We're talking not just Russia, Ukraine, but now also Taiwan and China, but also with what we're seeing develop in Moldova.
That's
and
where Trump wants
Poland's
to pivot
actions
to.
against Russia, and of course the onslaught in West Asia with Israel's genocide on Gaza. All of these things are heavily being discussed and taken into account. We're seeing this development shift in a much higher type of red alert status, apart from also the United States' actions against Russia with the sanctions and also sanctioning Russian media. There seems to be a preparedness for potential bigger conflicts. And we're also seeing, of course, how world countries are going to handle the ongoing genocide in Gaza and its incursion into Lebanon and beyond, facing and creating a global war that's coming from a regional war in West Asia. We're talking about, obviously, its expansion, the Greater Israel Project. All of this is vital because many of the BRICS members are going to have to take a position on this. And with the developments between China and Taiwan, and with China saying that there's a potential war at stake, well, what we're seeing here is that this isn't going to go away anytime soon. In order for there to be an actual multipolar world and new paradigm, these things will have to be discussed in serious terms. And that will define very much of what BRICS is, having this idea of respecting human life and respecting each other, which is something that Israel is not doing. And all of these things are clearly connected to one another. So we're going to be seeing more of what happens tomorrow and in the next few days.
More things coming, and we're on the wrong side of it, Oz.
You know what? That may be motivation if Humpty Trumpty gets elected.
Trump knows that Xi Jinping is not going to give up Taiwan. Trump knows that.
Well, Trump's a businessman, mind, whatever, good, bad, whatever you think. All this is bad for business, period. And all these countries that want to maintain and have good business are going to be against this.
Well, Trump just wants to tariff us into oblivion. So.
Yeah, and here you go. You hear all this shit about how Trump's licking Israel's boots with Adelson's wife and everything else. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I think this war business is going to be something that they're not going to want to continue. And they'll use Trump as an excuse to end these wars somehow, some way. You watch. I just think the power brokers want this done because it's all great for the military industrial complex right now, but it's gotten to the point where it's festering and it's going to pop, and then nobody's going to have any toys anymore. So I don't think they want to do that. If it happens, I wouldn't. But like I said at the top of the show, we've got crazy fuckers in our government. They're insane. And they all need to be kicked out. All of them. Gone.
All of them. Let's get moving, though. We got, 40 minutes left in the show. We got a long way to go still. So Nestle says its sales are suffering due to Israel boycott. Couldn't have anything to do with the fact that a bag of candy is $25 fucking dollars. My lights will be out this year. How about yours?
Yeah, well, I saw that the other day and I just grinned. That's probably a good thing because they don't want to eat that shit. It'll kill them.
No, that's straight fucking poison. I mean, look at this. There's 19 ingredients in a Butterfinger bar, including TBHQ, a preservative chemically related to butane, aka lighter fluid.
That's why I like Butterfingers so much. I don't eat.
I love them, but I haven't ate one in probably 10 years just because I know they're just crap.
I haven't eaten a Butterfinger, honest to God, probably in 5 years. You know,
like the old-fashioned ones that my grandpa used to buy me back in the 70s. I'd love to have one of those.
1975, they decreased the size of a candy bar and they put bullshit in it. I think they put high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar.
Oh yeah, that's probably about the high fructose corn syrup. So this house wins Halloween 2024, and you know what it was? It was a Zoom meeting. Look, it's a bunch of skeletons having a Zoom meeting.
That's
I saw somebody propose that we don't allow our elected representatives leave the state to go to Washington, D.C. anymore. We force them to start doing Zoom meetings. I agree with that. Like, fuck that. They shouldn't have to fly over on our dollar every fucking month to go hang out with their goddamn powerful buddies.
Or they shouldn't be allowed to move there and hold an apartment on our dime.
Exactly. We got to use Zoom. You motherfuckers got to use Zoom too. I'm totally done with that. I think
I
we
am
should
too.
make that
I'm done.
a ballot initiative. Let's make it so. Derek Kilmer, you don't get to go to DC no more.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
It's yum yum. We haven't had a yum yum.
We haven't had a yum yum in a while.
Yeah, this is Linda. What's so scary about Halloween? Yum yum, October 26th, and that would be today. And Linda got this in, and let me see what we've got here. See if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Linda and the yum yum Halloween style. Carmina Burana, way to go, Linda.
What's so scary about Halloween? October 26th. Near this date, every year people release lists of the scariest stories, and every year a few of them are at the top of several lists. The shortest scary story was written in 1948 by Frederick Brown. The last man on Earth sat alone in a room. There was a knock at the door. That's it. Short for sure, but yay, he's not alone. The scariest short story is usually The Striding Place, Gertrude Atherton's 1896 tale exploring life after death and seeming to affirm it at the end. Maybe. The storiest short scary will always be Shirley Jackson's 1948 classic, The Lottery, which is only scary if you believe the reefer madness hysteria about smoking weed. Trust me, there's nothing scary about getting stoned. While we fight about which stories scare us the most each year, nonfiction horror stories are being written in the American healthcare system where real people who aren't characters fight for their actual lives. We should talk about how scary that shit is. Hashtag no treats, just
It's
tricks.
scary.
Excellent.
Linda scared the crap out of us for Halloween.
Now, you know what's so nice, and Linda, if you're listening to this, that was fantastic. I'll have you both know, I sang that in choir, Carmina Burana, and I sang Catula Carmina, and I sang Triunfo di Aphrodite. It was a chorus. I didn't have any solos. I was part of that chorus. Right. And man, talk about kick ass. It was fun back in those days.
Very powerful.
It was a lot of fun. But that's been the theme music for a lot of movies. Karl Orff, German composer, educator, excellent. We've got Fly Rotate. We're right on time, Chanda. We really are. Okay.
The mainstream media is where a challenge to conventional wisdom and questioning of authority and dissenting opinion goes to die.
And that's where they are right now, and they don't know it, but they're going to. And you've got Zuckerberg here, right?
Zuckerberg, I'm gonna shadow ban you so hard. Poor Miss Amber King, we miss her over on the metaverse. Of course, she got kicked off the metaverse, but hey, you guys can help out Amber if you're in the Seattle area and you want to do some banner dropping over I-5 for her. Let me know. Reach out to one of us. She's got a sign-up sheet for it, and you'll get dates of when she's doing that.
And if you're in her district, vote for her.
Yeah. Vote for her if you're in her district. The problem with capitalism is that if you are both born into wealth, your only capital is labor. So automatically your human body is now a commodity that you must sell. And if you can't sell it for enough, you won't be able to care for it and will lose your capital. That's exactly what our system is.
That is what it's doing for sure.
And we talked a little bit over 49 people died from your outbreak linked to McDonald's. The CDC is reporting that 49 people from 10 states have become severely ill due to E. coli outbreaks. The majority of those affected are from Colorado, which with 27 cases, Nebraska with 9, 10 people have been hospitalized, and an older individual in Colorado has died. Additionally, 1 child is currently hospitalized. Everybody interviewed reported eating at McDonald's before their illness began. Wasn't the same McDonald's that Donald Trump was working at, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That was in Pennsylvania, wasn't it?
Got a super chat over there from Punch Up Pod. Hey, Pat, what's going on?
Good to see ya.
Yeah. How's Lila? Thank you, Pat. Thank you very much. We really do appreciate that. I've been watching your shows. We've been tied up because cancer, I don't know if you know, Pat, but Shanda's been diagnosed with small cell lung cancer. So we've been working through that. I've been really tied up. Hi, Lila. Hi, Lila. Yeah, so we've been fundraising and going to the doctor and having chemo, and radiation starts when, Chanda?
November 4th. I get to do chemo and radiation at the same time. Lucky me.
Well, Chanda, I'll say it again in front of everybody here. You're one of the toughest gals I know, and I know you're going to beat this shit.
Oh, I'm kicking this shit's ass. Every time I go into the cancer center, they're like, damn, girl, you are on fire. Because I just come in there, throw a party in my room, have a good time. Yeah, I'm not letting it win. I'm living my life and being happy. So.
Yeah, it is. So, but I cruise through your show, guys. I've just been really busy. So sorry I haven't been.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. I gave you a follow back. Why don't you throw Punch Up Podcast a wrench while you're at it? And I will read this. What will you be for Halloween? Let's see. Your birthday month. Find your birthday month. Mine is May. I'm pregnant. And your day of the month. I am the 24th. So I am a pregnant skeleton. Come on. That's a contrast. What are you, Oz?
I am a haunted kitten.
A haunted kitten.
I'm a haunted kitten.
I've had a haunted kitten before it was evil. Natalie, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you bunches. We love you bunches. We hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, and again, we love you guys. We appreciate it, and thanks for putting up for us. Stick around because we've got a fantastic outro coming tonight.
Great music tonight.
It's sweet. It is sweet.
You went above and beyond.
It's sweet. So let me see. Where are we at in the grand scheme?
I've moved Hollywood Go Fuck Yourself to our ending segment before we go into Meme Alley because we never get enough time to spend on Hollywood Go F Yourself. So that is why we're going to do that. INN over at Indie. Thank you so much. Love you. Fuck cancer. See you all tomorrow night for the Indie Media Awards. 10 p.m. 7 Pacific. Thanks for supporting independent media. I'm going to have my popcorn ready. It's going to be like the Grammys of independent media. I can't wait. I'll be laying in bed watching.
I'll be there too. And you brought, is this Abercrombie and Fitch?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been telling you guys, Whitney Webb's been telling us for a long freaking time, the Epstein breakdown, the list. Well, some of them are starting to get arrested now, and that includes his buddy, former CEO of Abercrombie and
How was it
Fitch.
working with Diddy and Jonah?
Sorry.
And
started on me.
so of course Ashton Kutcher and many others were featured in his campaigns. But what was my response when this broke? I shared it and said, "Oh, like we never would have guessed that from the fucking commercial."
Real shocker. Real shocker.
Naked men stand outside the front of their fucking stores. Come on.
We've actually suspected, not known, but I've known this for years. This is not new. What was that? What was the other company? You remember the company that was doing the bags and the oh God, you know who I'm talking about? The clothing line, the other one.
Balenciaga.
This is another one. So yeah.
One. They're all satanic sex traffickers, and we all know it.
What'd you think?
So speaking of Diddy's friends, okay, so remember the Russell Brand clip where we saw Russell Brand on the private plane with Diddy that I brought a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well, this is an interview that's done right after that where they're talking about the movie Get Him to the Greek, and this is what he has to say about hanging out with P. Diddy.
How was it working with Diddy and Jonah, actually?
Jonah, he's hilariously funny. I know him already, so it's a buzz to work with him. Diddy's new to me, right? He looked after me. He took me on an enforced holiday to Vegas. He's a very intense man because I think he come from nothing and now he's very, very powerful. People that do stuff like that, they're intense. Now, I like him. He's very influential. Say that you don't want to do something and Diddy does want you to do it.
Like shove an egg up your ass?
To not do that thing. Like, he's very influential. So he's a good laugh, but if you, imagine you get very friendly with him, he might ask you for loads of favours and then you can't say no to him. That's my worry. I don't want to be nobody's bitch. I've worked too hard in life. Not even Diddy's bitch.
But you are Diddy's bitch, and we all know it. So, if learning about P. Diddy upsets you, wait till you hear about Disney. So, Oz, this week we heard some leaked video or some audio footage or audio of Diddy in prison. Now, people are like, how could this be leaked from the prisons? Now, what you need to understand is the prison telecom system is everything's private. Everything's to make a buck, right, off of these prisoners. And so you've got to get these calling cards. You got to load them full of money. You have an account on a kiosk and you're begging your family to add more money to your calling card so that way you can call home. And that gives them the right to leak this shit. And that is why, we get these audio recordings. And here it is. He's talking about the pizza boxes need to be recycled. Might have to turn it up.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah.
So what do you think he's talking about? Do you think he's telling his kids to clean up his mansion? Or do you think that maybe that's code word for clean up some SA videos I have laying around? Or who knows, maybe people in shipping containers that are being trafficked around the world? And people are like, oh, that's not what it means. Bullshit. If you went down the WikiLeaks Podesta emails back in 2016 when they dropped, there was a lot of talk about pizza parties and back and forth about different codes. Well, we trace those codes back to the FBI's pedophile communications list and from their own damn website. Now, this video is so controversial, Oz, that I could only bring you the first minute of it because I'm afraid that YouTube would smack us. And the only thing that they're really depicting is what was on the FBI's website about these codes that these underground groups are using. And we all remember
Warning to viewers, the following images are disturbing.
This all began after WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange released hundreds of thousands of secret documents detailing a backstabbing Clinton Foundation, but it now appears the real truth Assange was leading us to was hidden between the blurred lines of Hillary Clinton's campaign manager John Podesta's released emails. Fast forward past John Podesta's brother Tony's casual email exchange with thelemic spirit cooking adherent Marina Abramovic. The Rosetta Stone was needed next. A verification that high-level Washington, D.C. predatory pedophiles were using a code to communicate child sex trafficking as casually as ordering a pizza. An FBI unclassified document from WikiLeaks revealed symbols and logos used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences, to include those who sexually abuse children, as well as those who produce, distribute, and trade child pornography, are using various types of identification logos or symbols to recognize one another and distinguish their sexual preferences.
I cut it there because I didn't want to get a smack from YouTube because, they don't like it when you talk about the truth. But isn't it coincidental that Bombshell WikiLeaks, Hunter's emails tie Kamala to Pizzagate via her sister? Maya Harris, Kamala's sister, was a major pizza party speaker for John Podesta's James Alfini of Comet Ping Pong. Now, Comet Ping Pong, remember, was that pizza parlor that Hillary Clinton and all of them like to hang out in D.C. that got shot up by some crazy MAGA person, remember? And the only thing that got hit was the computer hard drive.
Huh. No, I don't know. Yeah.
No. Well, so it's all relevant. It's all coming back around, and there's a reason that James Alfini is beloved by the Democratic Party and all of the big donors. And why is that? Because he's a fucking Rothschild.
So, go to the next one, or can you take this to Monday?
I can bring it to Monday. I'll do a deep dive into James Alfini and where he came from.
Okay.
I obviously have lost you, so we'll talk about it on Monday, guys.
Okay, here we go. This is a 1954 shit spreader versus a 2024 shit spreader, which is the BBC News. And we're back to that other one. I think you and I shared a brain on that one. Is that not correct? The Dorothy one? We did this.
Yeah, I didn't know that was on there twice. I would have pulled it.
No, that's okay. And this one, did you put this one in or did I? I love
this is Cracker Jacks. Remember Cracker Jacks? Did you?
Oh, yeah. This is Lady Cracker Jacks now. Here we go.
If you're not in a bad mood already, maybe just skip this video. But if you're already in a bad mood, you just want to start getting out of stuff, go ahead and watch this. Okay, watch. Cracker Jacks? No, Cracker Jills. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about Cracker Jack, okay? First off, yes, it was purchased in 1997 by Frito-Lay, so now it's one of those megacorps. But anyways, before that, it started off an American dream kind of story. The guy who came and immigrated from Germany had made this company. He's had a long, horribly German last name that I can't pronounce. I'm not going to try because I don't want to butcher it. Move on, right? So the guy, immigrant, worked really hard, made these amazing treats. And the little character on the front used to be a Jack, right? Sailor Jack. That's not just some replaceable character like Tony the Tiger, okay? No, actually it was fashioned after the guy who created the company's, his grandson, who died at 7 years old from pneumonia. And he wanted to memorialize him. So they took his last photo and they made that into the Sailor Jack. And it was so important to him, he put it on his gravestone. And you guys replaced it with a multiracial, big Pontiac grill having, purple hair fucking freak. And that's just so... Is nothing sacred to you people?
No.
This is a 130-year-old company, not Frito-Lay, but the original Cracker Jack, okay? 1893. It started off at the World's Fair. The World's Fair, the big Columbia Exposition. Yeah, Chicago, right here. And you guys, and they say it's all in the name of women's sports. In the name of women's sports. Really? Where was the love for women's sports when you guys let a biological male beat the living fuck out of a woman in sports at the Olympics this year? Where was Cracker Jill? And it just reminds me of Jill Biden, which just pisses me off anymore. That's real? Is nothing sacred? Doesn't America mean anything to you people? Anything?
What do you think?
Yeah, that's terrible. I used to eat Cracker Jacks, but that makes me sad. It's like the Land O'Lakes. You know?
I miss stuff like that. And to her point, she was just trying to make a video about something, and somebody told her about that. And it was a good thing to, transverse into the female sports thing. But yeah, I think that they should have left it alone because they're basically co-opting and doing that in Hollywood with stuff. And, maybe I'm being hypocritical. I don't know. But speaking of Hollywood, now, do you remember this, Chanda? This is the original Star Trek, and the episode was called Mirror Mirror, and a lot of people that may be Trekkie fans in here watched this one where Kirk and Spock and McCoy and Uhura got sent to an alternate universe where the Federation was evil. Well, Marlena Moreau, which is the lady down there on the left, was the yeoman. But this evil Kirk in this other universe had a machine called the Tantalus Field. And what that Tantalus Field did was you could zero in on somebody and push that funny-looking button there, and it would vaporize them. So I thought we'd bring this to the show to take out our frustrations. And each week I'll just plop something in there that I really don't like and send it to a different universe. What do you think about that, Chanda?
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it. So this week, YouTube got it. Sorry, guys, but you haven't earned much respect from me because you are the censorship kings of the internet. So anyway, we made it. We are at Meme Alley, and we got some memes. I tell you, I just kept getting memes. I got a meme.
I didn't put one meme in here. You did all the memes this week.
Oh, so you're going to blame me when they're not good. Okay, here we go.
No, I went to go submit it, and I was like, oh, I just got it. Okay, cool.
Wife got me some new camouflage for my birthday. I thought that was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, yes, I know. Then we've got official scariest Halloween decorations I've ever seen. It's a bunch of dolls carrying a body wrapped in a freaking garbage bag.
Dolls really fucking freak me out. My grandma gave me a bunch of her dolls from the 30s one time when I was a kid, and those dolls were creepy. They had like straw bodies and shit and these really cracked, weird faces. It was like they cracked. Dolls scare me.
It's a little twisted, but I got to tell you, my mom and I used to collect dolls as a hobby. I helped her out.
It's so creepy.
And I've got all those dolls up in my attic up there. I could actually do this display, but I'm not going to do it. It's 2024, and I'm still listening to music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. How about you, Chanda?
Every day.
Every day. That's where most of our covers get.
Ceramic head ones. Yeah, they were creepy as hell.
And you guys got to love this one. Restroom is for eating customers only. I thought that was really good and on point. You know, when I was a kid, I used to hear a knock at the door when I was just, knee-high to a grasshopper. And I always wondered what it was. But what it was like UPS or deliveries back then. As a kid, did you ever knock on people's doors and run away before they could answer? Well, guess what? We are hiring. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Back in the day.
My UPS guy pounds like a fucking FBI agent. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, well, and
you don't have to knock like that.
Here's just Linda brought us a little reminder one here. Congress, your taxes in action. I want my money back. I want my goddamn money back. I don't want it used to bomb children, you fuckers. Right. And we've got this I got from a rock star. I don't remember which rock star I got it from, but they put this up. If a chair in your room was an actual person, and I looked at it, I said, you know what? I used to fling all my clothes on my bedroom chair.
I still do that. And then I'll be like, well, I only wore it for like 2 hours, so it's still clean. I can still wear it. Yeah,
it's still, or, turn it inside out, whatever. The guys tend to do that trick. Yeah, that's really bad. This one, I think this is my winner for the week, and going into Stoner Corner, this is perfect. Shortly after eating the hippie, Philip began to hear colors and see sounds. That was pretty fucking funny. So,
that cat's eyes are hilarious.
Yeah,
what is this one? I bet aliens ride past Earth and lock their doors. Yeah,
exactly. So I would frickin' do that in a second, for sure. We've got Stoner Corner, and I think I did most of these this week. So blame me. That's just different kinds of pot, but I like the new jumbo jet there. I'm all for that. That's a good one. And then you've got the guys in the corner getting the munchies flying through space. I assume they're
I
going
thought about eating a chocolate tonight, but I haven't partaked in like 4 weeks now. So
you can't eat that, can you? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. No, I got sugar-free. I have sugar-free THC bonbons, but because I haven't got high in 4 weeks, I'm afraid I'll get really high, and I didn't want to do it on air.
Well, this is Remember When. Remember these things, Chanda? We used to get them at the gumball machine and stuff, but they'd have a picture inside of them.
I don't. What is this thing? Anyone who knows what this is, you lived more than 40 years ago. Hi.
That would be me. But yeah, they were.
I would have used it to put drugs into.
Well, they had them. I went to Mount Rushmore, and that's where I got mine. But what it was is that this little thing was a little keychain, and it had a picture of Mount Rushmore inside. And I saw that, and I thought, hey, that'd be cool to bring to the show for the other night.
I don't remember it. That must be a boomer thing.
I think you can still order them, to tell you the truth.
Probably.
Here's something that I didn't think about, but what I enjoyed doing, these bottles were, up until they started using the plastic back in the 80s? 90s. Yeah. And I used to like
sit and peel them.
I peel the foam off of them. That was great.
Off them, make rings out of them, and then put them in the bottle. Yeah, I know.
It was one of those twitchy things. And of course, the proverbial Viewmaster. Every time I get a Viewmaster, that's what I grew up on, was Viewmaster. And Etch-a-Sketch. So
and light brights. We had light brights.
Light brights were cool too. Now I remember this because I was here in 1972, actually 10, 11 years before that. But feed a family of 4 for $3.94. That was their slogan.
Wow.
And they got six buns, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, gravy, and 10 pieces of chicken. Holy crap.
Not what you get now. I ate at Kentucky Fried Chicken like 3 weeks ago, and I think we got a 10-piece. And no, we didn't even get 10-piece, and maybe it was an 8-piece. And you got these little tiny, like, quarter pints. They weren't even a pint of gravy and mashed potatoes. It was just like a little scoop in a bowl, little baby bowl.
Yeah,
crazy. It was like $30. Like, no, totally not worth it.
Yeah, it's horrible, and I don't know what they put in the chicken these days. But if you notice, everybody, your chicken prices are going up exponentially with your eggs because they've been burning up all the chicken or foaming them to death.
They're foaming them to death. They use fire extinguisher foam on them.
Yeah, and they suffocate. So that's bad news. Don't hold that terrible thought. We're moving on. This is I got flung off at Mach 3 when I was years old, and I missed the drive-ins. They were fun. I used to take them apart and hook them into my car stereo.
Yeah,
that's what I used to do.
Miss the drive-in.
Okay, before we get out of here, everybody, it's time for Shitlit Book Club recommendations, and tonight we have This Headache Won't Go Away Until You Shut the Fuck Up. And we had Ben Shapiro won that one all the way. And then we have Endless Stupidity, a cynical introduction to our shitty world. And that would be the 2 presidential candidates from each party. What do you think, Shannon?
Very accurate. Very, very accurate.
I got that right. Okay, good. I got that right. I'm sorry. We don't pull our punches on anybody. We call it as we see it. And happy Halloween, everybody, from Shanda, Oz, and Linda. So, we hope you guys have a terrific Halloween. Do you have any announcements before we get the hell out of here?
What announcements do I have? I have decided to cancel my doctor's appointment on Monday. It wasn't an important one, guys, so don't worry about it. We are doing a TPP, so join me Monday morning at the same normal time, the Trailer Park, 9:45 a.m. I've already got an amazing show in the works, and there's just too much to talk about, Oz. And then I am going to be in the height of a round of chemo and radiation during the election, but by God, I am going live. So you and I are going to go live election night, maybe for an hour and a half. We'll just poke around because you know damn well we're not going to have any definitive results, right? We'll watch the polls and the numbers come in. Most likely we'll go to bed and hopefully we'll know who the future president's going to be, but odds are we might not know till the next morning. So I just thought we'd hang out. No, we don't have to write a deck or anything like that. No crazy production. We're just going to go live and see what's going on. We'll bring up CNN, Fox, and check out the news stations and see how it goes, right?
Yeah,
we can't miss the most important election of our lifetime.
Of our lifetime, everybody. Of our lifetime. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. I saw Hardlands. I saw Punch Up. Yeah. So, INN. Remember, INN tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific, the Indie Media Awards, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be a great show. Check it out. And we are going out with our Halloween outro tonight.
I'm excited. I haven't seen it.
This is Feed My Frankenstein and Witch A Woman. And this Witch A Woman is the best cover of Witch A Woman I believe I've ever heard. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next Saturday night for Beauty and the Boomer, if all goes well.
If all goes well.
All goes well.
Night.
Night.
Well, I ain't evil, I'm just good looking. Start a little fire and baby start cooking. You're a hungry man, but you don't want pizza. I'll blow down your house and then I'm gonna eat you. Bring it to a simmer, right on time. Run my greasy fingers up your greasy spine. Feed my Frankenstein. Feed my libido. Feed my Frankenstein. night. She's a restless spirit on an endless flight. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. She held me spellbound in the night, dancing shadows and firelight. Crazy laughter in another room, and she drove herself to madness with a silver spoon. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. Well, I know you want a lover, but let me tell you, brother, she's been sleeping in the devil's bed. And there's some rumors going round, someone's underground. She can rock you in the nighttime till your skin turns red. Ooh, witchy woman.